Good morning. What I want to talk about today is the recovery process after everything is said and done. Everything is over and has passed, because this too shall pass. This pandemic is going to pass. You know, it's a foreign invader. And what would we do as people, if we're being attacked by a foreign invader? Or a disaster, for that matter. People come together, all of us come together, we would stand together and we would fight to our death to protect ourselves from any foreign threat. And this is a foreign threat, you know, and, you know, my message is that we need to, in the time that we have right now, which is weeks, you know, before we're probably looking at coming out of this, there's a lot of damage that's going to be done to the economy, to the local businesses, small businesses especially. And what can we do as a people to come together to recover once this is over? Because we're going to need to recover, all of us, you know. We're all going to have to ante up and kick in and give something, you know. There's a lot of different ideas that people could come up with, and one of the ideas I came up with was something like a Woodstock, or a battle of bands, you know, something like that, where as a city, village, or townships we could come together and host something on a large scale to bring in revenue, donations. The money would be donated. People would have to be willing to donate their time, their resources, and energy to better all of us, for all of us. You know, there's people who are going to be facing challenges with mortgages and stuff like that. Business owners who have worked very hard to get to where they're at, just to face the reality of losing everything that they have and that they've worked hard in their whole life for, you know. And that in itself is a shame. And we as a people who enjoy these small businesses and these local businesses, we should be coming together so that this doesn't happen, that we don't allow something like this to happen. And how can we do that? You know, every one of us could afford to kick in $10. I mean, we blow $10 on senseless things sometimes. And, you know, if you think about it from that perspective, you know, whether it's $1, $5, $10, we could all donate something. And if it's everybody donating time, resources, money, to come together, we could accomplish a lot. Our whole community could accomplish a lot. The people in the city. You know, when you see disasters happen in different states, people will travel to assist and help rebuild. The government, the states and cities, they all kick in, they all contribute, you know. And why shouldn't we be doing that now? Because this isn't just affecting a city or a state. This is affecting our entire nation. And what can we do as a people, as an American citizen, to ante up, kick in, assist? You know, we can sit and complain about our situation, or we can all come together to make it better. Our small businesses and even homeowners, they all need help. They all need help right now, and a lot of people are probably too caught up in today, this day, to think too far ahead, you know. But we need to think about what we're going to do after this is all over. There's going to be a lot of rebuilding. And all of you that are listening to this, I know agree. There's going to be a lot of rebuilding that has to be done. And why should that, why should that fall on one person, when we can assist each other? So my suggestion was, putting this out there, seeing if we can get something like, if something like this is feasible, and if we can make something like this happen, where we're able to come together. Could have art shows, all the local talent. There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of talented musicians, a lot of talented artists. You know, there could be auctions of art. There could be, artists donating art in auctions. Auctions and proceeds going to a fund that would be managed by a city or village or township, for the people of that community or the businesses in that community that might need help staying afloat. It could happen, and it could happen really easy. It's just a matter of everybody coming together, and the outcome and the outlook could be a lot brighter for everybody involved if we all ante up, we all kick in. It's time for us all to come together and face this reality as a one people. You know, one people, because that's what we are. We're one people facing a foreign enemy, a foreign invader, and we don't have to live in fear. We don't have to let the people that we grew up with, the people, whether they're friends, community members, family, people that we know, struggle and lose everything. It would take banks, it would take other businesses being supportive and understanding of the situation and being willing to work with people and understanding that people are faced with losing everything, and we shouldn't allow that. If our local banks in our city were to work with the people in the community and stuff like this, and we all work together, we could all make this happen. And that's a reality. I saw that on the news this morning on Channel 11 about a small business owner who is facing that reality of possibly losing everything that he's worked for, and I was really moved by that story, and it really motivated me to think outside of myself and the things that I'm faced with, that I'm faced with just as you are, and think about, hey, what can I do? What can I do as one person? I can't make a difference as one person. Well, no, I can't. But we as one people can make a huge difference, and we could come out of this swinging and fighting, as and doing everything we can to support one another. Whether there's people struggling with mortgages, whether there's businesses that are struggling to with their mortgages, with the income that they're losing. They're not just possibly losing their business. They've also probably losing the ability to make their mortgage payment as well, as many of you out there. And so my suggestion and my idea is that you could be looking at losing everything, but a small contribution, like $10, $5, whatever it is, whatever somebody can afford, going into a fund that would be managed by local cities or villages or townships, that would go to assisting local businesses and homeowners and stuff like that. You're investing in each other and helping each other. And my suggestion is that this isn't a loan. When they help somebody applies for assistance from this money that's generated, that it isn't a loan, that it's given as a grant, because all the money is donated, all the time, energy, and effort is donated. It shouldn't, and donated with the understanding that this is going to help a business owner, this is going to help a homeowner, that they don't need an added expense like a loan. You know, how many of us wouldn't like to receive some kind of a blessing, like you know, have your electric bill paid? Wow, man, somebody paid my electric bill, and all of a sudden you're just like, man, that frees you up. It takes a great deal of stress off of you, and things like that. You know, we all have the ability to be that blessing to each other, and I just say, let's come together. Let's share this video if you agree with me. Share the video, get it out there, so other people can see it. Other people start coming up with their own ideas and different ideas on how we can rebuild and how we can recover after this is all over. Because it's going to take all of us. So I wish you all protection, good health, and a blessed day. And if you like this, I ask that, you know, if you agree with this and you like the video, I ask that you subscribe, forward it, get it out there, so everybody is on the same page, and maybe everybody can do what we have to, get the people involved that are leaders, that are go-getters, that are going to take charge and say, you know what, this is absolutely right. We got to come together to rebuild, and it will take every and each and all of us. Have a blessed day.